Bible troubleshooting. If you have started to seriously read the Bible, expect attacks from your spiritual enemy. The attacks you might face might be different from the ones I'm going to speak about in this video, but the intent is the same. The intent is to get you to stop reading your Bible, to give up on reading it. And that might sound trivial, but the wisdom and knowledge in the Bible is invaluable. It's not just knowledge you can do without, because this knowledge is what your salvation hangs on. It's what our salvation hangs on. And that is because the Jesus that many Christian churches and Christian pastors preach today, the Jesus that they preach, is not the Jesus of the Gospels. It's not the Jesus of the Bible, and it's not the true Jesus. And this is why Bible reading is so crucial. The first attack I want to talk about is the lie that I don't know how to read my Bible. I don't know how to study it. Again, you don't need a master's in theology or whatever. All you need is perseverance in reading and faith in God that in time He will provide everything you need to read and understand His Word. The second attack I want to talk about, I'm not sure if many people will struggle with this, but I struggled with it. It has to do with tone. When I first started reading the Bible, all I could hear in my mind was it being read in a robotic, monotone voice, and I just couldn't get through my reading because of that. And what God led me to was an audio Bible, a free online audio Bible where someone else read the Bible to me, and that is what helped me get through the early stages of reading my Bible. And the great thing is I don't need it anymore. So as you hit these obstacles, find a way through it, and it'll get you through reading, and possibly later you won't even need it. The next attack I want to talk about is simply forgetting what you read. You might read it one day, read it the next day, and you forgot everything you read the day before. Or you might even be reading within one day and you just feel the words going in here and out there. The thing that God led me to for this particular attack was simply note-taking. It's as simple as that. I found for this technique, I found to need it more for the books with a sort of chronology to them, where there's like a specific this happened, this happened, this happened. Next one I wanted to talk about is the time and culture difference. The Bible was written a long time ago. There were things that people used that they don't use today anymore. Their society looked different. Culture was different. It's just a different time. So what God led me to was, instead of giving up when I came across a bunch of words that I've never heard of, was simply research. It was simply research. Instead of giving up and putting the Bible away, saying, I don't understand it, research whatever that word meant, whatever this thing is that people used to use. What is it? What did they use it for? What did people see it as? Just research. The last attack I wanted to talk about, which I found to be the heaviest attack on my Bible reading, and there are more attacks, these are just a few that I've come in contact with. This attack has to do with God's love and His justice. If you were like me and grew up in a mainstream church, or a few mainstream churches, some of us were conditioned to believe that God is only love. But when you read the Bible, which describes the true God, you'll find that He is loving and just. So when I first read the Bible, when I first started reading the Bible, I was so uncomfortable with the things inside of it, because, God's in the Bible, God is harsh. He's firm with His people. Harsh. And yeah, that pulled me away from reading the Bible. But I knew that it was something I needed to do. It was something that God was calling me to do. Read your Bible, read your Bible. So because I wasn't comfortable with it, the technique he led me to was simply praying, asking him to give me comfortability with his true nature, because the God we see in the Bible is the true God. The true God is not the one we were brought up to believe. So yeah, just ask God for comfortability, with whatever you need comfortability with. And coming out of that attack, I can tell you that he has answered that prayer for me in my life. It did take time, but he has answered that prayer. And that's all I have to say. Stand firm and unwavering before your enemy and do not let him discourage you.